All right, good morning and or afternoon, depending on, what time you're seeing this video. Maybe it's evening, who knows? But I wanted to give you all a little bit of help and instruction on your assignment for Friday, August the 18th. We're going to be talking about SI prefixes and dimensional analysis. So the first thing I really want you to do is to copy down these SI prefixes. This little chart is available on the website, so you can see it on your own at another time. So this is the chart. If you're watching this on your phone, you can hit pause and copy everything down. It's also available somewhere in your textbook in the back. I can't remember what page number, but it is there. These are the ones that we'll be using throughout the year. It's a good idea to go ahead and at least get familiar with them. Like I said, you will be able to use it in your notebook. A lot of them you'll eventually just have memorized from use. So this is your homework assignment today, and if you'll notice, they even have some of the ones that we were just talking about at the top here. They have the ones started to memorize. You don't actually have to memorize them, but those are the ones that you're going to use so frequently that you'll probably have them memorized by the end of the year anyway. Okay, so it says when setting up a conversion factor to or from a base unit, use 1 for the prefix unit and power of 10 for the base unit. Example, 1 milligram times 10 to the third, or 1 kilogram equals 10 to the third grams. So I usually still keep the 1 times, but you can do it either way. And I'm going to show you exactly how I want you to do the work in this class so that you can get full credit. So we're going to start out by doing a couple problems that will cover everything that you're going to do in this. And like I said, it really shouldn't take you too long to do it, but some people will take a little bit longer. You can use a calculator, but I do need you to show all of your work to get credit. It's not just for you to do it or just to show me that you can copy down something. You need to know this skill of dimensional analysis to solve problems throughout the year. So let's get started with number 1. We're going to convert 4.0 centimeters to meters. So this should be a one-step conversion. We start by writing 4.0 centimeters, and we're going to convert that to meters. So at the end, we want to be in meters. I always put that on top to remind me where I want to get to. And so I have centimeters up here. I don't want centimeters on top, so to get rid of centimeters on top, I need to put centimeters on the bottom. So the base unit in centimeters is the meter part. So I can put the meters right here, and that's what I want to get to anyway, so I know I'm good to go. So from the little chart that I have, 1 centimeter is a 10 to the negative 2 meter. It was just on the chart. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just multiplying straight across on the top, and you should get, over here, so you should get 4.0 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. And I started with 1, 2 sig figs. I end with 1, 2 sig figs. Pretty simple. Most of these are really simple. That's the whole point. We're just practicing and developing a skill that we're going to be using for the rest of the time. So let's go down. Let's do one that's a little bit harder. Maybe clear this ink out of the way. That might help us. All right, so we did from a prefix to a base. Let's do from a base to a prefix. So we have, okay, so we're going to do number 3, which goes from a prefix, which is this milli, to the base, which is meters. So again, we start the same exact way. We write what we have. We have 40 millimeters, and we're going to try to get at the end. Oh, man. I'm sorry, I meant to do number 4, not number 3. So we'll go ahead and clear that off. Number 4. All right, so number 4, we're converting 40 meters, and we want to convert that into millimeters. So at the end, I want millimeters. So I have meters on top right now, but I want millimeters on top. I think I got to get rid of this. Meters goes down on bottom. Millimeters goes on top. Now, 1 millimeter, if I look at the prefix chart that I had before, is a 10 to the negative 3 meter. See, milli, 10 to the negative 3. So I put 10 to the negative 3 right here. Multiply straight across on the top. We'll give you 40 and on the bottom I'll have 10 to the negative 3, which makes 4.0 times 10 to the negative 2. Nope, I lied. I'm making all kinds of mistakes. This is what happens when I do stuff in my head instead of using a calculator. What I should get is, on my calculator, will be 40,000 and then millimeters. That's what you should get. This is why you have calculators. You don't have to rely on your brain to do it all. Even I make mistakes. So that's how we do those. So these are one steps, but there are going to be some that you have to solve that are more than one step when we're going from one prefix to another prefix. Basically, we have to stop in the middle and go through a base unit. So let's see if we have some of those. They're on the back side. So we're going through different prefixes. So you solve them exactly the same way. You start with what you have. So we have 4.0 centimeters. But instead of trying to get to meters now, at the very end, I want to be in millimeters. So I have to get rid of the centimeters because it's on top. Centimeters is on top, so I put centimeters on bottom. And I'm going to go to my base unit. That's the part without the centi. So in this case, it's meters, so I put meters here. All right, so my centimeters will get canceled out, and I'll have meters. But I don't want meters. I want to be in millimeters. So meters is on the top. I want to cancel it out, so I put meters on the bottom. And I'll go to millimeters. So that means my meters cancel with meters. Okay, 1 centimeter, according to our prefix chart, is a negative 2 meter. And 1 millimeter is a 10 to the negative 3 meter. So we multiply straight across on the top, and I have 4 times 10 to the negative 2. I multiply straight across on the bottom, and I have 10 to the negative 3, and I have millimeters on top. So now I just have to put this into my calculator. 4 times 10 to the negative 2 divided by 10 to the negative 3 should give me 4.0 times 10 to the first millimeters. Now, if you had used your calculator, you might have gotten 40. If you did 40, you'll see that we have a problem because I started here with 2 sig figs, and right here I only have 1. I can't just do this because that's improper. That's why we don't usually just put a decimal at the end of numbers. So 40 with a decimal is incorrect. So to get my sig fig back, I have to write it in scientific notation. I move my decimal 1 spot. That gives me 4.0 times 10 to the 1. And since 40 is bigger than 1, that's a big number, as we like to say, or I say we, but really I like to say. So it's going to be a positive exponent. Put the millimeter on the bottom and go ahead and box it. Hopefully this helped you out. Go ahead and do these problems for homework, and I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.